Tweeters is screaming. Hey guys, okay, so today I'm doing the Perfect Imperfections Tag video. I was actually tagged in it multiple times back a long time ago, and I did actually film it, I think like twice, but I never uploaded it because like this kind of subject is just really awkward for me. Like saying perfections about yourself, that kind of subject is not my style, and I think that's why I never filmed it. I just felt really awkward with that. But I've decided to film one today. And if you don't know what this is, it's basically started by Andrea's choice. First you say 3 imperfections, little things that you don't really like about yourself but other people might not really notice, and then you say 3 perfections that you like about yourself. And it doesn't have to be physical, so it can be mental or physical or whatever. So that is what we're doing today, and I'm super excited. I'm filming a video just talking to you guys. I feel like this is a more personal video, so maybe you guys will get to know me a bit better in this video. My makeup looks a bit different probably, and that is because I usually just stick with my one type of makeup, which is like a sweet cutesy kind of look, or just a very natural look, which I usually don't do the very natural look for YouTube, but I usually either just do a very natural look or just the same kind of relative look that I always do. And I really want to branch out with my makeup and just practice with some different styles and different looks, and just get better at different kinds of makeup. Just get more practice in, because I feel like I'm pretty much only good at my makeup that I usually do these days, because I like almost never branch out into different makeup looks. So I'm wearing a very different style look than I usually do. And I'm loving it, so I hope you guys will like it as well. Anyway, before I ramble about everything else for way too long, let's start. So first I will start with the 3 imperfections that I do not like about myself. And obviously I have a lot more than 3 imperfections, but we're just gonna name 3. Okay, let me grab the laptop so I can read what I wrote about to put in this video, because I just, yeah, okay. My first imperfection would be one that I'm actually surprised I've never in my entire life of YouTube had a comment asking me about, because I feel like it does show and be kind of obvious sometimes in my videos. I don't know if people just know what it is or just think it's my double chin or something, but I actually have a pretty noticeable scar here on my chin, and I actually have a lot of scars on my face. Actually, it's just most of them are like basically invisible because they've healed quite well, because I was a very adventurous child, and I fell out of trees, and I scarred myself plenty of times. So, but this is the most noticeable one, and I actually very much despise it because it makes me look like I have a double chin. I feel like a lot from angles. See, like look, it just looks like a double chin. It's like I have a double chin on this side but not on this side. Yeah, it's not cute, and I really do not like that scar. In fact, one day I'll probably end up going to the dermatologist and seeing what they can do about it, but I just haven't hated it enough or just got around to doing that quite yet. So I'm not sure exactly which one this one is from, which incident, but I actually have another one right on the bottom of my chin, so that one's pretty much invisible, especially because it's on the bottom of my chin. But then there's this one, and I also have a scar on my eyebrow. I think scar on both eyebrows. I have a scar right here, but it's pretty much invisible. It was from a rock. What other scars do I have? I have a scar across my eyelid because one time I bent down and there was this piece of a fence sticking out, and I like swiped my eyelid, and I was very blessed that I was not at a slightly different angle because I could have lost my vision. But yeah, I have a scar on my eyelid, very unnoticeable as well. And I don't know, I have a lot of scars, but like I said, most of them are practically invisible. And I'm sure some of them have completely disappeared. But yeah, just my first thing, I just really hate this double chin scar. And it's on my bad side of my face. I think this is my good side. This is my bad side, so I'm glad that it's on my bad side, because like this is my bad side, so it already has some negative things, and this is my good side. I don't want something on my good side to be, you know, there. Random scar. What am I saying? I'm rambling so long on this one first thing. So the second imperfection is something that a lot of you guys probably already know because I have mentioned it before, and I get freckles. Under my eyes, really. I get them basically right here, under my eyes, and on my nose. That's pretty much the only places that I get freckles. I do get them on the top of my shoulders as well. But I try to keep them all very gone. Yeah, so basically I just avoid the sun. I avoid tanning or anything like that because I just don't like my freckles. I feel like my freckles are not very visible. They're very light, and so they basically just make my skin look kind of dirty, I feel like. You know, if you have like freckles and then you put like a heavy foundation and the freckles just barely show through, it can make your skin look a little bit dirty. Well, that's basically my freckles. My freckles are so light they just look like a bit dirty. My freckles are light and I really don't like them. And what is my third imperfection? I have to check. I can't remember what I wrote. My third one. Oh. Oh, yeah. My third imperfection that I wrote down is actually that I have like kind of short legs. Like, I feel like I have a longer midsection. I don't really like that because like wearing heels makes me look more proportionate. I would like to have longer legs. My cousin is like the exact height as me, but her hips are like a lot higher than mine. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I have kind of shorter legs, and so I like wearing heels. So that would be my third imperfection. Also, my legs like to gain weight easily. My top section is like really thin, but then my legs are kind of like, they'll gain a little bit of fat. I feel like to lose that fat, I'd have to like look very, very thin, like on my top portion of my body, like my stomach, my chest, especially no boobs, and stuff. And so I'm like, I don't know. Do I want to lose weight in my legs? Not really. I mean, my legs are, I'm not saying my legs are fat. I don't think they're fat, but I just feel like they gain weight easier and better than like my top section of my body, if that makes sense. Okay. So I feel like that makes them look even shorter because they're less thin. Yeah. Okay. Now that I explained that for 20 minutes. 3 perfections, 3 things that I like about myself. And I feel like this is the reason why I didn't do the video so long. I feel like I value humility very much as a person and as a Christian. So basically I'm not that kind of person to like think complimenting things towards myself, like, oh, I love this and that. I don't know if that's a thing, but like I just even like to just think compliments towards myself. Not that I'm like super insecure. I sound so terrible, like I'm like so insecure. I just don't even like to think compliments to myself because I think humility is very good, and so I would, yeah. I'm bad at explaining things. I'm not all self-conscious or anything, but I did think of some things and I wrote them down. So let's begin. My battery's about to die. Good thing I bought a new battery recently because it always dies in the middle of my videos. So yeah, and I'm not saying that if you like something about yourself then I think you're like conceited or something like that. I'm just saying, yeah, it's just not really my thing to say like perfections about myself or think of them even. Okay, anyway, moving on. Things I like. Okay, first thing is, if you guys didn't know this, back about a couple of years ago my hair was cut like really short. It was like up to here or something. I very much hated it because I personally love having long hair. Even since I was young, I've almost always had long hair, and it's just my style to have long hair. It was basically, I got it cut because it was blonde, it was fried, and it was damaged. When my hair was cut that short, I just hated having short hair. I hated the feeling of not having hair on my back. I hated the feeling of not having hair just on my arms. I didn't like it. I like to have long hair. I don't know why. Really, it just makes me feel more feminine, and also I like the look of long hair. I just like long hair on myself. I think some people look really cute with shorter haircuts, but for me, I like to have long hair. I finally grew out my hair basically completely to where I wanted it. I think it's like maybe this far from touching my belly button now. I wanted to grow it to my belly button, and basically it's about there now, and I'm quite happy. I like my hair length. I like how my hair is long now. So that's the first thing I like. I like how my hair is long because it's back. I'm very glad to have long hair again. Anyway, next thing, now this one is a little bit more personal, and I personally don't really like getting very personal. You guys wouldn't know it because I have uncomfortably gotten very personal many times. Second thing I like about myself is my relationship with God. And if you guys don't know, I've already mentioned this video. I'm a Christian. I am Pentecostal Christian for people who want a very specific thing. Basically though, I feel like Christianity, like a lot of people will, I don't know if I want to get into this too far, but I feel like a lot of people use the word Christianity, and so there's so many like different things. Now I know this is not something that I really mention in my videos very much, just because this is the internet, and I feel like a lot of things I don't want to get into on the internet just because of the diverse people that watch videos and how much arguments there will be and etc. But I am very clear that I'm a Christian. I don't hide it at all. I have Bible verses on my channel. I say God bless at the end of my videos. It's like my outro, is that correct? Yes. But I mean, I am totally open that I am a Christian, but I usually don't like to get in heavy discussions online. I probably will one day, but I feel like even for Christians, I actually know a lot about the spiritual realm, even the demonic side of the spiritual realm, and this is something that I would very openly talk to just random individuals, but when it comes to on camera, just because of like all the arguments and all the craziness, and also certain things that I could say, if I say something that God has told me and then people in the comments go to mock it and things like that, then that is like my fault that they mocked something God said, which is something that they would be held accountable for. And so I try to just be careful, and that's kind of the reason why I don't really openly say a lot of things on spiritual things in my videos. And also I just like generally keep my videos to be fun and light. I don't really like heavy discussions, or especially arguments. Arguments aren't really my thing. I'll just let people think what they want to. So, I mean, like, of course I will share my opinion. But anyway, I've been talking way too long. What is my point of this? Oh yeah, my point of this extremely long babbling would be that the second thing I like about myself is my relationship with the Lord, with God. I think that is my favorite thing of my entire, life, because it affects my entire, like, every part of my life. Like when I decided to give like every part of my life to the Lord, I feel like, I mean, I went through a process, I did, but I feel like after that, and after getting to know Him, things just kind of came together, and I just became quite happy in my life. I had a stage where I was totally confused and totally unhappy, which I see now is a spiritual attack and trials, but of the enemy, of course. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like my favorite part of my life is definitely my relationship with God, because it affects everything, and it just makes life, what's the word? Yeah, it makes life satisfying. I just feel much more happy and more satisfied in my life since my relationship with God has gotten a lot better, a lot more clear, and a lot closer. That's like literally my favorite thing about my entire self. So, my life. Yeah, it's a favorite thing. Okay. Next thing I really like about myself. That sounds so good saying. The third thing I really like about myself. So the third thing I like about myself would be this mole here. Can you see it? Can you see it? That is my mole. And it's something I really like. It's not for the reason you probably think at all. It's not just because I think my mole is beautiful or something. It's because I have a little story behind my mole. So I'll go ahead and tell this. So basically, the way I got this mole is a very interesting way. I remember it was back at a time when as I previously mentioned, I was not at the best place in my life, not the most happy, still kind of figuring things out. Not things, like I already fully believed in God and everything, but just figuring life out. There's a red spot right here and it was really bothering me. I don't want to get distracted here, but where's my concealer? Okay, one sec, let me just fix this. Anyway, it was at a darker time in my life. Not super dark, I was okay, but yeah. So basically I was watching a makeup tutorial of this girl who was doing her makeup, and I thought she was super gorgeous, and I loved, you know, that makeup look so much. And I know she had a mole like right here on her forehead, and I thought it was so pretty. I loved her mole. So random. And I remember just mentioning it to God. I didn't even like ask him for a mole or anything like that. I just mentioned to him, well, I mean, I talked to God like throughout the day and everything, and I remember I just said something to him like in my head, that her mole was really pretty. And yeah, soon after that, probably a week or two maybe, I just kind of noticed this here, and I was like, what? I don't know, I just had never noticed that I had a mole here before. I've even looked at old pictures, it was not there. My family even mentioned it. My family even noticed. They were like, have you always had that mole? And like, yeah, the mole just came. It just came. And that's why I love this mole, because I mean, I have other things that God has done like this in my life. I mean, I have seen God do extremely huge miracles in healing. And I have seen God do little miracles just for, you know, the person, just for the person, just something like even beauty related. This mole, he cares for us even on little things because we care about them. See, he cares about us. You know, if you love someone, if you love your child and they, you know, want something that, you know, you really doesn't matter, but you still get it for them because they like it, right? Right. So God, he cares about us like that. He cares about the little things in our life, and he obviously also cares about the big things in life. And that's as far as I'm going to get into spiritual and personal talk, I think. We'll leave it at that. I think God is so incredible. Well, obviously he is, but like I can't even grasp even slightly how incredible he is. But yeah, like I said, God, he cares about small things in our life as well, and he's just awesome. He's just awesome. And anyway, that is my Perfect Imperfections tag. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got to know me a bit better. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and God bless. Bye!